Oh, I'm so excited to be here right now with my friends Ali and Stephanie. We three are going to Egypt together. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Yeshe Matthews. I'm priestess of the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple. And Stephanie and Ali run dragonfly tours out of Switzerland, and they take people to Egypt. And I just thought we should make this little video so that folks who are interested in coming with us might have a sense about kind of what to expect. And I thought I'd just share something, which is that ever since I was a little girl, I was obsessed with Egyptian mythology and all of the goddesses and deities. And the first time I ever even like read about Egyptian mythology and that they had like a cat goddess and a lion-headed goddess and a hawk-headed lord, I felt like there was something so magical, so powerful. And then, of course, as I got older and I started studying history, I got really interested in how many years the ancient Egyptian kingdoms were in existence and how even in ancient times, they were doing archaeology of more ancient times. So I started to really see how much life and how much of our modern culture actually originates from within the sacred land of Egypt. And in maybe like 2014 or 2015, I took my vows as a priestess of Set in the Temple of Isis here in California, which is connected with Lady Lorien Vignier, the late Lady Lorien. And I dedicated myself to Set of 10,000 names. And I started to really research her mythology and how she went from being the goddess of the throne of the pharaoh and the rising of the dog star to then being the goddess of the world, and had temples in what we now call England and what we now call Italy, and all these different places. And so the reach that this goddess had in our world, and how she it's hard to explain, but it feels like she pulled herself up by her bootstraps in a way. Like she really made of herself this global presence. So since that time, I yearned to go to Egypt, but I kind of felt like I had to earn it. Like I felt like I really had to earn going to Egypt. Like it seems like, you have to go with the right mind, and you have to be ready to encounter a culture very different than Western culture, foods and sounds and smells and tastes and landscape and weather that's very different. So I'm getting really excited, and I'm preparing and I'm studying. And I thought maybe, Stephanie, you've been now several times. Of course, being with Ali is a whole different world that you get to go and be with family. But what was it like for you the first time you went to Egypt?
Well, the first for me, it was also I've been yearning for years and years and years of going, and then in 2016, I finally went. That's where we actually met. He was the manager of the company that organized our whole tour, so he's in the business, and it's beautiful actually touring with somebody who's local and who knows everything. So that made everything amazing. And we've been taking groups over since 2017 every year, except in the COVID year. But we've been going there every year. And my journey with Goddess and with the landscape goes deeper and deeper and deeper every time. And I find all these amazing new things. Also, every time I go to these amazing places, I've seen so much already, but every time it's also my personal journey, also going deeper into the knowledge. And I mean, it goes back to Atlantis, and these things are written on the temple walls. It's just absolutely stunning. And for me, my journey also started with the goddess of our land here in Switzerland, with Verena, who actually came from Egypt to Switzerland, which in her mythology, which is really interesting as well. And going as Priestess of Verena over to Egypt, and connecting with my roots also through that part is really, really interesting. And I also, every time I go, it's so important for me, especially in Dandera. It's one of my favorite temples, because that's also where Ali's heritage comes from, where his ancestors come from Kenya. And so it's connecting home. And every time I go to Dandera, I rededicate myself to the goddess of many, many names. And yeah, just giving my heart to her. So it's very important for me every time I go to really, go back into that connection. And just, yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. Every year that we go, it's been so much fun. And really, it's like this inner and outer journey. That's what makes it so, so, so special. And it's a country full of knowledge. It's just amazing. And it's very different from here, from the Western countries. You just start to think about things very differently, like community or family, and how the people are over there. It's very different, and it's beautiful. And it brings you back to really rethink our values. That's what I love about it. Also seeing our relatives over there and all the kids. And I mean, we take our daughter Chloe with us. And so she gets to see her relatives as well. And it's so beautiful. And it's family, because family is everything. And they have these open hearts. So it's really, it's that part is so beautiful. And I can't wait to show you. She's calling right now. I can't wait for you to experience this beautiful, beautiful country with us. Yeah. I'll give this is our little Egyptian. But I'll give
I can start with Chloe. I'm so happy, and I cannot wait. Really, every time I take road to Egypt, also I have another energy, another happiness, and I cannot wait to take everybody and I show everyone how the Egyptian lives, how is the traditional, normal daily life for the Egyptian people. That's what made me, I love to work in tourism, and I do this job for about 14 or 15 years now. Also, it's not my studies, but I love to do this job, because every time I see how much in the customer eyes, he wanna go to this place, he wanna visit this place and experience an amazing time and new things to learn and to see from Egypt, this very old country. I also learned from the people and many tourism that how can I love my country? I see how much they love to visit Egypt and how much they wanna experience these things, and how cannot I have the same feeling? And I am Egyptian. So that's what made me really, I stay in this career until now, and I love to do it every hour. I cannot wait to take, and also when I see it now, I hear Yeshe now, you are talking about how much you are excited to go to Egypt and you take the people with you. That's opened my heart again to do my job really with a very strong energy, and I cannot wait to take everyone, and me too, with you. We experience the Egyptian life again. We experience the tourism places, the normal daily life. And that's also one of my skills, that I don't take the customer only to the touristic places where you see everything. We will do it, of course, but also if you see the normal local life, how the people go to the town, and it's also in a short time, that's also give you another experience. And this is my passion in this career. And I love, and I cannot wait to take all of us and me and everyone want to join us in the next tour to Egypt. And this is, I think, it will be one of the best tour we are made in the last 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
And I am so happy to join you, Yeshe, and I cannot also wait to join you on the tour. And I see how you have a very beautiful leading style, knowledge. Your knowledge is the way you introduce the scenes to your people. I love to learn also from you this part. And I cannot wait to join you on this tour. It's not you joining us. I cannot wait to join you and your people in this tour. And now the question is to you, how much you are excited to go to Egypt.
I mean,
And also your people.
over the moon. And I'm really feeling like I feel so held and so secure, because I've known for a long time if I wanted to go to Egypt, I really wanted to do it in just the way you said, Ali, something that wasn't specifically only touristic, but that would allow communion and connection with everyday life. And you know, seeing some things that are off the beaten path. And I also knew that, you know, being that I don't speak the local language, I was going to need people who were really solid, who could really help facilitate the experience so that I'm not, you know, just like an outsider coming in and like, you know, descending on Egypt. I really want to come in with grace and respect. And so I feel really, really safe, and I feel really held, and I feel very much like the energy that we're creating for this trip has been bubbling up for a long time. I mean, even since Chloe was born on my same birthday, like all the little intertwining pieces have been so rich. So for anyone watching this who is feeling like they're getting excited to come to Egypt with us, you can find out more at MountShastaGoddessTemple.com under our pilgrimages page. You're always welcome to reach out to me. If you're somebody who knows Stephanie and Ali, please feel free to reach out to them. We are still accepting guests for our tour, which is the first 2 weeks of September in 2023. And we have a limited number of spaces, so make sure that you get in your letters of interest or your notes of interest really quickly so that we can get you processed and on your way to your dream tour of Egypt.
It's gonna be so great.
I know. And
So
thank you so much for making the time for this, and so much love to Chloe too.
Bye.